Every student comes to Seattle Prep with some hope, some dream for their future. The Student Support Fund removes the impediments to achieving that dream.
We have our largest enrollment in history this year. The Student Support Fund assists students who are on financial aid to get books, to get transportation, and to have their lunches.
The cost of living in Seattle has increased dramatically. One of the things that always breaks my heart is when you talk to people, hey, have you ever thought of coming to Seattle Prep? Oh yeah, we can't afford that.
There are so many expenses that come up with the everyday life of being a student. Just recently we had a student who needed a graphing calculator because it was an exorbitant expense for that particular family.
The Spanish book is $170. We cannot ask these families to be able to afford these books.
Seattle Prep chooses technologies that make learning more efficient, and that's the way we utilize the Surface. Anybody who's hauled around the 40-pound social studies textbook is real comfortable with the fact that it makes their backpacks lighter.
When my kids were here, there wasn't a Surface to work with, and it's proved to be pretty popular. The expense, of course, goes up.
Time is a precious resource at Seattle Prep. Our students are incredibly busy, so technology helps ease that in many ways. It's so ingrained in our curriculum.
It's great to have an opportunity to serve everybody, equally with no limitations.
For the students who are on full aid, they get $7 a day so that they don't have to go without meals.
We have a system where we don't need to separate out the students who are on assistance. I never want to demean any student, and I want to give everybody the opportunity to try any kind of food they want. No student will go hungry here. We definitely see to the fact that they get something, even sometimes when they're maybe a little shy about it.
Seattle Prep is a place where kids actually grow and become the person that they need to be. And I've seen that over the years with my own kids when I drive them in the morning. I'm driving anywhere from 15 to 55 lives around on a freeway, and that is a huge responsibility, and I take it seriously.
Students come from all over, and some of them are coming as far away as Federal Way.
We had a student a few years back that came from the Tulalip Reservation up by Marysville. That's quite a commute. Just the amount of time you're spending in a car or on a boat to come to Seattle Prep.
That's why our bus program that we started several years ago is really a blessing.
Being able to keep students on an equal playing field and not feeling that they're at a disadvantage is one of the best things you can do for a student.
I think the Student Support Fund is important because there are children that come to the school that don't have the resources that a lot of us have.
If we didn't offer the financial support for students of need, we would be a much different school. Jesuit schools is premised on the idea that we're here to change the world, one student at a time.
Our call as a Jesuit high school is to be able to educate all children. People who don't have as much, they are the ones we are most privileged to work with. That is what St. Ignatius calls us to.
I've known Kathy Krueger since my freshman year, and she made an impact in my life and was really instrumental in starting the Student Support Fund. Kathy shows cure personality in action just by her awareness of students in need. Without Kathy, the Student Support Fund wouldn't exist.
I've always admired Kathy. She's always engaging with the children, whether she's between the buildings or in the hallway. She's always off to the side with somebody, chatting it up with them and asking them how things are going, and I think she's a vital part to the school.
If you've ever met Kathy, you know that she brings a smile to everyone. Kathy will reach out to each student, each family member, each alum, and know their personal stories and relate to them in a way that few others can.
I hope the Student Support Fund is not a one-time deal, but that we continue to let it grow. Your generosity is so important, and so I want you to join my husband and myself to do our part to invest in these young people's education.
Kathy tries to be a part of each student's life, and she's there providing support in whatever way she can. The Student Support Fund is our institution's way of following through on the ideals that Kathy embodies.